Let me show you how to lose belly fat within a week without doing thousands of ab exercises, while starving yourself, and without wrecking your metabolism. You see, most people think belly fat disappears when you work harder or you eat less, but the truth is, belly fat disappears when your thyroid gland tells your body it is in a safe environment to burn stored energy. So if you're tired of dieting, tired of doing cardio, and still seeing the same stomach in the mirror, stay with me, because I'm going to show you a system that fixes the real problem. Now, before I explain the system, we need to clear something up. Belly fat is not stubborn because you're lazy. Belly fat is stubborn because your body is protecting it. Your body stores fat around the stomach when it feels stress, instability, or energy shortages. This is exactly what most diets create. You eat less, you skip meals, you push harder in the gym, and your body responds by slowing down your metabolism and holding on to fat even tighter. So the real question isn't, how do I burn more calories? It's, how do I get my body out of fat storage mode? Because once that switch flips, your waistline shrinks naturally, your energy comes back, your cravings drop, and fat loss becomes predictable instead of frustrating. Now let me give you a brief practical example. I have a client who's a high-level financial planner. He went to the gym consistently, but just couldn't seem to drop that extra 15 pounds. Every time he'd lose weight, he would do it on an extreme diet. He would cut out all kinds of carbs, basically starve himself. And although he would see the scale go down at first, he never could sustain it. The weight would always come back with interest. Now, as you can see from this text, he's excited that he gets to enjoy food, eat all the time, and still see the weight come off. And he still has energy and he's able to crush the workouts. This is exactly what happens when people fix their metabolic environment. They stop feeling like they're fighting their body. Instead, their body starts working with them. And that's why when my clients finally dial in the right structure, the first place they often see change is around their stomach, not the last. And it's not because we target belly fat. It's because we remove the signals that told the body to store it in the first place. And the best part is the system is extremely simple. No calorie counting, no macro spreadsheets, just structure your body understands. Now, here are 5 practical steps you need to do if you want to see belly fat coming off this week. Step 1, fuel early. The first thing we need to do is start eating earlier in the day. Most people try to lose belly fat by skipping breakfast or delaying their first meal. They think that helps burn fat, but what it actually does is it spikes stress hormones like cortisol. And when cortisol stays elevated, the body becomes incredibly protective of belly fat. Instead of delaying food, we stabilize the system early. A protein-based breakfast sends a powerful signal to the body. It tells the body energy is available. You can stop conserving, and when that happens, your metabolism increases instead of slowing down. This repairs our body's circadian rhythm. And the circadian rhythm is just science talk to say your body needs to know when it's awake and when it's asleep. And here's why. Your body naturally will slow its metabolism down when you're sleeping to store memories, improve function of the brain, restore your body's systems. And during the day, when your body knows it's awake, that's when your metabolism will actually speed up. Your brain, your muscles, they require the most amount of energy when you're awake. And this is why it's a big problem to starve yourself earlier in the day or for most of the day. I'm sure at this point you're starting to understand why it's not good to eat really late or close to your bedtime and then starve yourself when you're awake. When you deprive your body of the energy that it needs, you're telling your body to go into survival mode. That's when cortisol spikes and your body starts holding on to fat. You start feeling bloated and moody and like you have no energy. Getting food in early will get your metabolism going the way it's supposed to. Keeping your metabolism going will burn the stored energy, aka fat, in your body. And side note, this is also the way you actually stabilize your blood sugar. This will help you prevent type 2 diabetes and any blood sugar related diseases. And for all my folks who don't know where to start, I have a free meal guide in the description below. Now, step 2, protein anchors. The second step is anchoring every meal around protein, not shakes, real food. Things like beef, eggs, fish, chicken, yogurt. Protein tells your body something very important. It's safe to maintain and build muscle tissue. And when the body receives this signal, the metabolism stays high. This is one of the biggest reasons people lose belly fat faster when they structure their meals around protein instead of just cutting calories. Step 3, structured carbs. Now here's where most people are shocked, especially my keto people. Listen, we don't want to remove carbs. Carbs stay in because when carbs are structured properly, they actually help lower cortisol and improve metabolic function. Removing carbs completely might drop weight quickly, but it also slows the metabolism and increases rebound weight gain. Structured carbs help the brain and body relax enough to finally stabilize cortisol and insulin levels to release stored fat. And I know there's some intermittent fasting or keto nerds out there that will say otherwise. Listen, we do not go by the exception, but we go by the standard and the rules of the way our body works. Your brain and your muscles rely and are designed to rely on glucose.
You need carbs. Your brain runs on glucose.
Not fat or ketosis or anything else like that. Just because your body can adapt to something doesn't mean it's the best thing for your body. And I know I sound like I'm ranting, but I'm just so passionate about this because it trips and stumbles and causes so many people to just fall off the path and wonder why they're not getting the results they want. Let's do what our bodies are designed to do. Let's feed our bodies the way it's designed to be fed. Let's train our bodies the way it's designed to be trained. All right, moving on. Step 4, remove liquid calories. We need to eliminate the things that are quietly keeping our body in storage mode all day. I know a lot of people like to rely on protein drinks and shakes and smoothies, but this is counterintuitive, especially if you're wanting to lose fat and lose weight. Relying on liquid calories heavily can send a false trigger to your brain that you're not really getting food in. This increases your hunger signals, leading you to want to snack and eat all day long. And it's also a way to get in sneaky calories, which is the exact opposite of what you want in order to be in a healthy caloric deficit. So avoid liquid calories, avoid sugary drinks, and avoid constantly snacking on processed foods, especially at night. This will lead to unnatural insulin spikes, which puts fat burn on pause. This means when people snack on processed foods all day long, their body rarely enters a fat burning state. Now, the 5th and final step, walk more, stress less. Instead of endless cardio on the treadmill, we focus on lowering stress. One of the most powerful things for reducing belly fat is simply walking. Walking improves insulin sensitivity, it lowers stress hormones, and it increases your daily caloric burn without overwhelming your nervous system. We call this the NEAT principle, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is just basically all the calories you burn from staying active. Constant movement is best for your body, especially at low intensities. Now make sure to couple this with at least 3 times a week of strength training. Walking is not enough to ensure you lose weight. It is definitely a key component, but you need to be building muscle, and you will only do that through strength training. You don't have to lift like Ronnie Coleman, but you need to make sure you're putting stress on your muscles, your tendons, your bones, and your joints so you can build more muscle, which will over time increase your fat burn. Gotta make sure I put that in there because a lot of people think they can just do yoga, walk, and starve themselves. That will not cut it. You must strength train. Now, when you put all this together, you start eating early, you anchor your meals with protein, you structure your carbs instead of fearing them, you remove liquid calories and the constant snacking on processed foods, and then you move consistently instead of relying on brutal hours of cardio, your body will finally stop clinging on to belly fat and the waistline starts shrinking. And y'all, that's the real key. It is literally that simple. Belly fat doesn't disappear because you force it to. It disappears when you remove the reasons your body was holding on to it in the first place. Fix the system and the fat loss will follow. And for all my folks who don't know where to start, I have a free meal guide in the description below. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. And if this video was helpful, make sure to leave a like as well. And feel free to comment what you'd like me to talk on next. I'll be sure to make a video just for you. I'll see you on the next one.